Quantities, Units and Coordinate Systems. By Assistant Professor of Medical Physics Dr. Al-Arif. Quantities in Physics. In physics and engineering, quantities is divided into two types. 1. Fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are the basic quantities from which all other quantities can be derived. Three main fundamental quantities are found: the length, L, the mass, m, and time, t. Example: length, mass, time. Two derived quantities. Constructed of two or more fundamental quantities. Example: force, velocity, volume, acceleration.
Unit systems. Unit is used to communicate the measured physical quantities. Units usually identify what a specific number represent. Every calculation and answer to a physics problem must include units. Unit allows comparing between measured quantities. Three types of unit systems are available. 1. System International Units, SI unit or MKS. In this system, the units for the fundamental quantities are: length, the SI units for length is the meter, m. Mass, the SI units of mass is the kilogram, kg. Time, the SI units of time is the second, s.
2. Gaussian system, CGS system. Represent the old unit system, named for the first letters of the units of the fundamental quantities. Length, the units for length is the centimeter, cm. Mass, the units of mass is the gram, g. Time, the units of time is the second, s. 3. The British system. This system is still used in UK and USA. The units for the fundamental quantities are: weight, not the mass, measured in unit of pounds, pound. Length in unit of foot, foot. Time in unit of second, s. To convert units from British system to SI system, we use 1 mile equals 1,609 meters equals 1.609 kilometers. 1 foot equals 0.3048 meters equals 30.48 centimeters. 1 inch equals 0.0254 meters equals 2.54 centimeters. 1 pound equals 453.59 grams. To convert units from SI system to British system, we use 1 meter equals 3.281 feet equals 39.37 in. 1 kilogram equals 2.2046 pounds. The coordinate systems. The coordinate system is a method used to locate the position of an object or a point from a reference point in 2 or 3 dimensions. Two-dimension coordinate system. Used to describe the position of a point or object from a reference point using the x-axis and y-axis. The coordinate system consisted of fixed reference point called the origin, O. Specific axes with scales and labels, x-axis and y-axis. Instructions on how to label a point relative to the origin and the axis. Types of coordinate systems. 1. Cartesian coordinate system, rectangular system. 2. Plane polar coordinate system. The Cartesian coordinate system. As in the figure. Point, P, are labeled x, y. The x and y are called the Cartesian coordinates for the point P. The x and y must be given to you. The distance r between the point P and the origin O is given by the following general straight line equation. The angle, theta, between r and the x-axis is calculated from the following trigonometric equation. Note, the r and theta are called the polar coordinates for point P. The polar coordinate system. In this system, the straight line distance, r, from point P to the origin and the angle between the r and the positive x-axis is the polar coordinate and must be given to you. The Cartesian coordinates, x, y, for point P can be derived from the polar coordinates using the following trigonometric equations. Three-dimensional coordinate system. This type of coordinate system is used to locate the position of an object or a point in free space. Three-dimensional coordinates with three axes, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis are used. Each axis must be divided into equal intervals and labeled. The dot, in the figure indicates that the x-axis is out of the page. The cross, x, in the figure indicates that the x-axis is toward the page. Coordinate system of human body. Usually the origin of the coordinate system is at the center of mass of the body or center of gravity, cg. In medicine, we are interested in coordinates related to directions and positions of the organ relative to the cg. You can see the position of the cg point in the figure. 1. Superior, inferior, Superior means towards the head or above the CG, towards larger Z value. Inferior means away from the head, towards smaller Z value or negative Z value. 2. Anterior, posterior. Anterior means toward larger X value. Posterior means toward smaller X value. 3. Medial, lateral. Medial means near to the midline of the body, towards smaller plus or minus Y value. Lateral means further from the midline of the body, towards larger plus or minus Y value. Note, in medicine sometimes we refer to one organ relative to other organ, such as, the nose is anterior to the ears, and the ears are posterior to the nose. The blood returns to the heart through two major veins, the superior vein cava, above the heart, and the inferior vein cava, below the heart. 3 problems with answers is given to you. Please try to solve them and check your results with the given answer.